What is up, guys? This is your boy Aztec, and I'm coming at you with a not so much regular video that we tend to do on our channel, but given the situations, I wanted to do something a little bit different, kind of go through the store and give people ideas. Right now, most people kind of just want to escape reality for a little bit, try to get out of everything that's going on, and I don't blame them. I've been having to do that myself a bit as well. But, I'm like, let me put something out. I don't want to go too long without putting out a video. More than likely, I believe I had a video that already came out earlier today explaining the whole situation of what's going on my end and how I've been. And hopefully, you guys are doing just as good. So, I am going to give you guys what I like to call Daddy's top 10 Nintendo Switch games to get quarantined with. And beforehand, I do want to give out some honorable mentions. One of them being this game that I just passed up, Overcooked 2 and Overcooked 1. They are extremely fun, especially if you're with, your kids, your family, your friends. I know not everyone can be together, but if you are with somebody else, this is definitely something that you can play. And I don't believe this one has. Oh, it does have online. So there you go, guys. Get a couple of your friends, start making some burgers, and trolling each other as you're burning down your kitchens. Because I've certainly had plenty of experiences like that with my younger brother, my nephew, my friends. Getting into our next game, though, and it is Just Dance. I personally am not a big fan of this game, but I've come across a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people, who really want to play this game. They really enjoy it. They like dancing. They like the songs, and I already know what song this is in this game just off of this picture alone. And okay, let's just move on to the next game. But Just Dance is another honorable mention. Now, surprise, surprise, our next game is none other than Minecraft. Now, I know a lot of people would expect this game to be on my personal top 10 list, but just for that reason alone, I didn't put it on the list and left it an honorable mention. I didn't want to be biased. I love Minecraft. I do. It's easily one of my top 10 games, but I understand. I try to put something in here that's for everybody. Some people who like, I guess, more RPGs, more running guns, first person shooters, that kind of thing. But Minecraft has to be on this list. And since I didn't want it to take up one of my top 10 slots, because it would have just been slot 1 through 10, I put it in honorable mentions. Hopefully you guys understand there's plenty of stuff to do for mining. They're constantly adding updates. They just added on PC the Nether update with all the Netherite gear. A lot of stuff is going on, and I do have a lot of Minecraft gameplay coming your guys' way. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and do kind of understand I don't have the best knowledge of editing, so if this video is looking a bit weird to you guys, just that's why. But with our next game, it's none other than Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, this game is a game that I did not want to play. It did not catch my attention. Since I was young, I've always been a huge fan of the Rayman series, but the Rabbids, they were just kind of they were kind of at the same level as the Minions were. I'm not the biggest fan of the Minions. I don't really care for them. My daughter likes them. Thankfully, she's not like a die-hard Minions fan or anything, but she does like them, so I come across it. But thankfully, one of my closest friends, he actually bought me this game for my birthday, and I played it. And just keep an eye out. I'm putting out a review on it. But trust me, if you're a fan of the XCOM games, that tactical, turn-based game, you're definitely gonna enjoy this game. It seems simple at first, but as you progress, there was a couple challenges. Not for me personally, I'm top tier god gaming, but pick this up if you get a chance. And not to mention, right now it's $60. If you give it about a week or so, Ubisoft has lately been doing really well with their DLCs, their gaming, their games. And this game is often, on sale for $15. I believe right now at Walmart you can pick up the 2-pack with Mario Rabbids and Starlink. Starlink could have made honorable mentions. It was a really good game, but there was just too many faults with that game, and that's another review that's coming this way. But moving on to our final honorable mention, it is none other than a surprise to be on this honorable mentions part of the list and not the top 10. It is none other than The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. And of course, this will be the final honorable mention. This one came so close. So close. Honestly, all the honorable mentions beat my number 10 pick for very, very obvious reasons. But this game, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, if you didn't get a chance to play the original, pick this up. Just some people don't like it because of the little, art style they went with, but I don't have a problem with this. They tend to misremember. I remember the classic Zelda. I remember playing Link's Awakening back on my Game Boy, and I absolutely loved it. I don't feel this art style takes anything away from it. Sure, they can say, oh, but it's kiddish. I'm like, yeah, but the old one was nothing but a big screen of yellow. They didn't take anything away. They did add some new stuff, and they did kind of change things here and there, but mostly it was things that us, the players, complained about. Then, the moment they changed it, a lot of people complained, oh, well, that's not how I remember it being. I'm like, yeah, but you were the one complaining. Never mind. I'm getting off topic. This game is an amazing game. If you haven't had a chance to play it on your Game Boy, pick this up for your Switch. You will not be disappointed. Just look at this little trailer. And there you guys have it, my final honorable mention. Now, getting into the actual top 10 list, coming in my 10th slot is a game that I have very, very... Ooh. How do I put it? It's on this list mainly, I guess, for fan service, really. But it is none other than... Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, if we're talking about just playing the game with your friends, this is an absolutely must-have. This game is amazing. It's so fun. I enjoy it. I love playing with my friends. Most of the time, they don't use items. But when we do, overall, playing with your friends, whether it's normal or online, it's a blast. Now, what I do want you to take with a grain of salt is playing this game online. Just playing this game, and the moment I see a young Link, or I see a King K. Rool, or I see a Ness or a Lucas, and pretty much the whole roster, it's a honest loss to me. I just give up. I don't like playing online. I despise it. The amount of spam you find in there is extremely toxic to the game. But getting out of here, that was my top 10. I mean, my 10th pick. Sorry, it was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now on to our 9th pick, which is a fairly new game. Came out about 4 or 5 months ago, but it still lives up as one of my top games of this, season. It is Luigi's Mansion 3. An exemplary game. I love this game. It is so amazing. It is so fun. I love playing this game. I have had so much fun with it. In just a short while, I haven't completed this game. I only got about halfway at this point. There is a review coming, and do keep in mind when I do reviews, they take a while because I like to complete the game. I don't like to just, I played the first mission, let me put my review out. I'm the first person to put out a review. I don't like that. Now, I did borrow this game from my nephew. So this game here, I'm getting around to finishing it, but just the time I've spent on it is extremely fun. Not to mention they just added some DLC, and the costumes they gave him. One of my favorite ones is Groovigi. Let me see if I can find it right here. There he is there on the right. His name is Groovigi. I forgot what this one is. Night EG, something like that. And then that's Mumiji. And just these little mini games have been so fun and exciting and interesting to play with everybody. And just look at that. Just look at that. That looks hilarious to me. But getting on with our number 8 pick, it's a game that I have played on my channel. The whole thing is up for the newest DLC expansion to it. It is none other than one of my top favorite games, favorite indie games. It is Shovel Knight. Treasure Trove. The complete, every single one of these stories. The most tedious ones, I guess the slowest one to me was Plague Knight, but even then, it was a blast to play it. King Knight story, I wish I could get a good ending on that. If you haven't seen me play through that one, go give it a try. Go give it a view. Let me know what you guys think about it. But this game has just been exemplary. The original Shovel Knight story is, it's a masterpiece, man. It's amazing. Not to mention Spectre Knight, which is easily one of the best looking character designs, in my opinion, to come out of recent gaming. This game, if you haven't played it, if you haven't tried it out, give it a chance. It gives you that old school platformer with a twist, It is an amazing game. It is easily, should be on almost everybody's top 10 Switch games. Going on ahead, it is 2 games in one. Not so much 2 games in one, but it is 2 games. They tied, in my opinion, 2 very, very good games. It is first and foremost the one and only Cuphead. Now this game, what can I say that hasn't been said in over 800 reviews, 8 million reviews, 1 billion reviews? Everybody knows this is an amazing game. One of the harder games out at the time, not because it's unfair or anything like that. It's just a very challenging game. There are a couple moments that do feel like complete, there's no reason that should have even killed me. I didn't even get hit. But overall, it is an extremely fun experience. You guys will enjoy this game. Play it with a friend. That's all I gotta say. And just let the laughs roll in. Now for the other game on our number 7 slot, it is they just released the sequel to it, but it is Enter and Exit the Gungeon. Both of them. I just picked up Exit the Gungeon. It is so fun. I've loved every second of it. It brings back so many memories from the first one. The first one just being so fun and just catastrophic everywhere and just crazy. And some of these guns, just the thought of it makes me laugh. It is an amazing game. especially if you're playing with friends. You know, get you a team of 4, get you a team of, I believe this one gives you 5, but get your team together, sit down on the couch, and just enjoy it. Just trust me, it is so chaotic and so amazing and so hilarious. Pick this up if you haven't. Give it a try. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Coming in number 6, it is something that I'm still completing on the channel, but I have completed it like 5 times already before I even started playing it on the channel. Undertale. An amazing game. Just off of this preview, take a look at it and tell me what you think, because once you get your hands on it, you will not put it down. Actually, this game is pretty good. That's what you think of it? You're wrong. This is an amazing game. I've played this thing through the regular run, the pacifist run, the suicide run. It is so fun, so simple, and it reminds me so much of none other than my other 2 favorite RPGs, Mario RPG and Earthbound, which both of those games I don't own in my collection, other than through that the Super Nintendo Lite, the little tiny one, the new one they released. But if anybody's selling their games for the original system and they don't want to charge me $700 for the game, I don't want to pay that much for it. Like, I know it's worth that much, but it's just a little steep for me. I don't know. Maybe down the line I will pick it up. If you guys want to see it, let me know. If you don't, let me know as well. But there you go. That's my number 6 pick. Number 5, it is both from the same company, and it is the one and only Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which is the first game in this number 5 slot, just because it is so amazing. This is just the remake of the ones on the Game Boy, which if you played those, or if you've even played the ones on the DS, give this one a try. Go back to those old times. You know, it definitely has been helping me escape reality a really, really good amount. It's always been fun. This one here, as you can see, it's more of an RPG based game. It's not so much the classic Pokemon formula, but if you are looking at the classic Pokemon formula games, then we're just gonna head over to part 2 of my number 5 pick, which is Pokemon Sword and Shield. These 2 games have been amazing. I own both of them. Currently, I have one of my friends. I've been trying to convince him to play it, but he just has like 30 games and he can't complete a single one because he keeps jumping back and forth and jumping back and forth. But this game, give it a try. Don't just go along with the hype. I know it's not a classic Pokemon game. I know they changed a lot of things. Slowly they're adding all the Pokemon back in. Hopefully we can get them all back in. So far I believe they're announcing 400 more that are coming, or 300 more. But I'm positive they're going to bring them back in. Give it a try. That's all I can say. Don't just say no to say no. If you don't want to spend the 60 bucks on it, ask a friend to let you borrow it, try it out for yourself, and if it's a cop, buy it, get yourself your own copy. Or if you don't have a friend who has it, get it on GameFly. It's like 15 bucks. I'm positive within your first hour playthrough of it, you can make the decision. You know what, maybe I do want to keep playing this, maybe I don't. To me, it takes me a little bit longer to decide when a game is really good or really bad, but just in the first hour, I was able to really enjoy this game. As every game, any game really, they start off fairly slow, but they do pick up towards the middle. It's an amazing game. Give it a try. Get your hands on it if you haven't played it. Going on to our number 4 slot, it is 2-in-1, another one, and it is Mario Maker for the first half, which this game has been nothing but hilarious to me. I love doing gameplays of this. I love putting these videos out. Hopefully you guys enjoy them as much as I've been enjoying them. Do keep in mind, if you want to make me some levels, let me know. Make me some levels. I'll more than gladly play them. Please, please, please do not make them water levels. I despise them. You saw that big old dude in the back already looking for me. You saw him. I hate water levels. I hate them. I don't like them. But this game and some of the things that you guys in the community have been able to do, it's just crazy. It's just amazing. It is so mind-blowing to see how your guys' brains and minds get to those levels. But that was the first half. The second half is another game that I've enjoyed just as much recently, especially with my daughter, Mario Party. Although it's not as great as the first ones, it is definitely a step in the right direction from Mario Party 10, the one on the Wii U. I'm just laughing looking at this video. I forgot I was even doing that to him. I'm Rosalina, and I just kept shaking the remote, and they were just laughing because the way she just moves. It's hilarious. Pick this game up. The mini games are fun. They're hilarious. You can play online with your friends. You could play, couch co-op up to 4 people. And the maps are the best, but they are just as interesting, especially when you go the longer routes. It is an amazing game. Pick this up if you haven't. Recently they had a sale for it. I don't know if it's still ongoing. Hopefully it still is. But if you haven't had a chance to play this game, give it a try. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Going on to the final 3. I want you guys to take these top 3 with a grain of salt. These are the top 3 I've been playing recently, and these are the top 3 that have helped me with this whole situation going on. And number 3, for my top 3 games for the Switch currently, this list can and will change. It is none other than The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, when we're talking about a game like this game is tied with Skyrim for my top 3. This one only beats Skyrim by a little bit just because it technically is Skyrim with a Legend of Zelda skin. This game is so huge. The land is amazing. Although it's not a true Zelda game off the Zelda formula, it is still just as fun as any of them. You don't get dungeons, but just off of the many possibilities that you can do. Look at the way I killed this bokoblin on this video. Like, it's so crazy. I could have pulled out a sword and thrown it at him. I could have shot him with an arrow. I could have done a lot of things, but I don't know why in my mind it came to drop a bomb and blow him up and have him fly all the way towards me. Like, it is hilarious what you can do on this game. It is amazing, the possibilities and the freedom that they give you. Pick this game up if you haven't. Give it a try. This game, I don't mind showing gameplay. The other ones I didn't show gameplay because some people don't like getting spoilers. But this game's been out for 3 years now. If you haven't played this game, what are you doing, man? Pick this game. Come on. Going on to the number 2 slot. It is my favorite game at the time for the Switch. I've played this game over 40 times.
Super Mario Odyssey!
Yes, Super Mario Odyssey. Just like the Zelda game, It is so huge. There is so much to do. It is so immersive. There are so many challenges, so many possibilities, so many things you can do. And I have enjoyed playing this game on my channel, putting out some gameplays of it. And it is so amazing. It is so fun. It really reminds me of the classic Mario games. This game, the previous Mario games for a couple of years have not been anything special, but this one here definitely has left its mark on the Mario, I guess, Mount Rushmore, along with the greats such as Super Mario 3, Mario 64, the original Mario Party games. Well, those don't really count towards that. Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, those games are all truthfully, honored by what this game represents and what it has done, and just the level of detail and level of exploration that they have given us in this game. It is so amazing. There are so many things you can do, and there is never really a dull moment in this game. There's so much to do, there's so much to see. Even if it's just sightseeing, there's so much detail in these games, man. Like, pick this game up. Trust me on this one. This game will not let you down, and you will definitely, even when they let us out, you're still gonna want to stay quarantined just to play some more Mario Odyssey. But onto my number one pick. This should be a no-brainer, especially at the time. It is none other than Animal Crossing New Horizons. This game has been such a pleasure to play. If you don't have anything to do, if you have time to put into a game, pick this game up. It has been an amazing escape for me. Especially, I don't remember this scene. I believe I catch that tarantula. Yeah. It has been such an amazing game to play. It has been so much help, especially at this time with everything going on in this crazy world. Pick this game up. There's so much to do. Take your time. If you like time skipping, go ahead, do that. More power to you. But I personally like playing day to day. Every day you unlock something new to do, some story. There's so much to do, an infinite amount of possibilities to decorate your city, trade with friends, explore their island, visit people in the southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere, wherever you're from. Get a chance to play with everybody. Get a chance to just kind of get away from the reality of everything, with bills and everything like that, and start digitally putting that stress on your character, because I don't want to pay my rent in real life, so I'll go pay some rent in a game where, at least in there, I can actually make my dreams of paying off a $500,000 30-year loan come into a reality, and I won't be dead by the time I finally pay that off, unlike real life. But on a serious note, guys, this game is so amazing. It is so cute, it is so fun, and there's just so much to do. And the characters are just so hilarious. Give it a chance, especially the one person that I know I'm talking to, and they know I'm talking to, if they even managed to watch the video to this point, which more than likely they didn't. Pick it up. It's not a baby game. Just play it. Play it and you'll thank me later. And that there, guys, is the ending to my top 10 Nintendo Switch games to get quarantined to. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't all these amazing games on the eShop. Good Job just came out. I'm definitely planning on getting that. Star Wars Jedi Knights, oh man, give it a try. They just released ARMS, the full game for anybody with the Nintendo Switch Online. Xenoblade Chronicles, I'm definitely picking that one up. I was not the hugest fan of the second part, but I definitely am going to pick this one up. I enjoyed the first part so much. Those were my top games. I've heard a lot of good things about that Bravely Default. More characters are coming to Smash, the Gungeon, there we go again. Like, look at this. Look at the amount of games. If you're into, detective games, Phoenix Wright is an amazing game. Octopath Traveler is the closest thing we have to a traditional Fire Emblem game. Nothing like that new Fire Emblem Three Houses, which isn't bad, but I kind of like Octopath a little bit better than that. Hollow Knight's an amazing game. Untitled Goose is an amazing game. And for the kids out there with, you know, a lot of free time to play with their friends, Fortnite isn't the worst game. Contrary to popular belief, no, I'm not completely against Fortnite. It's not a terrible game, especially when you're playing with friends, and especially when you're chill online the way I am. Pick it up. It's free. It's not gonna hurt you. Doom Eternal is coming out on Switch as well. That one didn't make it on the list because it's not out yet. But pick up Doom 64. Pick up the original Doom. Pick up Doom 2, Hell on Earth. Extremely fun games to play, even if they are the old ones. Just pick them up and you will not be disappointed with those. But that was my top 10 list. Now, if you're asking, you know, do I truly agree with that list? At the time, I do. They will change. What is this that I'm looking at? I don't think I can show that on YouTube, so I won't even click into that. But all right, guys, that was my top 10 list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me why your game that you didn't see on this list should be on this list. Tell me why a game that was on this list shouldn't. Give me some input. I love talking to you guys online, and I love getting, you know, other people's opinions and just having a civil conversation. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. Stay 6 feet apart, and no matter what, as much as it hurts, don't hug the homies or kiss them goodnight. So have a good one. Remember, someone out there's cheering on, you know, rooting for you. And if no one is, it's still me, still here. You know, wishing you guys are safe and everything. And have a good one, guys. And peace out. Oh yeah, my super secret top pick is actually Mega Man Zero Collection. My favorite character in the world, Mega Man Zero. Pick this game up if you haven't. If you don't, you're just gonna miss out. And you're gonna be sad. And everyone's gonna make fun of you. And nobody's gonna want you to come out. And even though the quarantine's gonna be over, they're still gonna quarantine you. Pick this game up. Don't be a loser. Be a hero like my boy Zero. And have some real fun with a real man's game. Have a good one, guys. Mega Man Zero Collection out now. Pick it up. Peace.